talk to me about big cap tech valuations, because I think you were last on in the fall when they started cracking, and you were saying, I'm buying more. I think you named Microsoft, Google, at least, and Apple. I know they're on the forefront of what you're into right now, AI, quantum. Have you been buying, and are you still as bullish on these stocks as they've gotten cheaper?
I sure am, Sarah. And particularly Microsoft, Apple, Google sit at the heart of what will be the next generation of AI and quantum opportunities. And so on weakness, I continue to add all three to the portfolio. What I would also say, in the private world, we spend so much time doing analysis of management teams and leaders. And so as long as Tim Cook and Satya and other leaders are running the companies, I'm a long-term buyer and holder. These are some of the best executives in the world, and they are recruiting some of the best AI and quantum talent in the world.
What about Meta, or Facebook, the company that you invested in? How old was Mark Zuckerberg when you first invested in that company? 20?
Well, he was 20. He was a month away from 21. And I speak to Meta often. I think what is underappreciated about Meta is Instagram, which a lot of people do appreciate, but it sits at the heart of so much of Web 3.0 with worldwide growth and a really important worldwide brand. I think, obviously, at $600 billion market cap, it's still expensive, but on a fundamental look-forward basis over 2 to 3 years, I think it is a long-term buy. But I have not added to the position at all. The adds are Microsoft, Apple, and some of the deep tech companies.
I was curious to ask Jim about what you think of Zuckerberg's big strategic pivot to the metaverse, which I know you're in. I think you're in the company that Bob Iger announced this week that he's joining the board of, Genies, for making metaverse avatars. So what do you think of Zuckerberg's strategy and all the hype around the metaverse in general as an investing theme?
Well, the metaverse is overhyped, but is fundamentally important. The investments on a private basis that I've made tend to be in the gaming companies. And so Fortnite and Niantic, a number of these companies are really at the forefront of what the beginnings of the metaverse will look like. I'm long if I take a 5 to 7 year view, but it's going to take time. It always does. And one of the things that's really interesting right now, private valuations in the world of venture capital have not adjusted. And we've known that we've had a 20% correction in many of the best public companies. And therefore, there's this tremendous opportunity, I think, to arbitrage a bit. When I'm thinking about the next generation opportunities and where is the best development talent in the world going, they're going to crypto and the blockchain, and they're going to the intersection of AI, healthcare, and medicine. And I've made 12 investments since the early investments in crypto, Circle and Coinbase in 2013. And in AI medicine, as we discussed in Davos, Sarah, a couple of years ago, if I could advise our children and grandchildren what to study, where to go, it would be at this intersection of AI and medicine, where there are companies that are revolutionizing cancer diagnosis, receiving FDA approvals for their AI, have been showing efficacy and reducing error rates, helping our doctors and our nurses in so many ways. And so I have a portfolio of 12 AI and medicine companies that are doing many of these types of applications, working with our great hospitals such as MSK and MD Anderson. But at the same time, drug discovery is being revolutionized by the quantum revolution.